Hey guys, and welcome back to our special Starmancer coverage part 3. Once again, we are joined by Tyler, programmer of Starmancer.
Hi, so like I said, I'm Tyler. I'm the programmer for Starmancer. What we're going to show is a really early build of the game, and our intention is to basically show you guys what we currently have. So with that said, you're definitely going to see some bugs. You know, the UI, by the way, is completely placeholder, and some features, you know, might be a little weird. They might be a little rough. And again, our intention is to sort of show you what the game looks like right now. Yeah, so I think, so right now you don't have any resources. All your colonists will probably die. But it's possible that when a fridge is placed, I'm giving it resources. Actually, you could click on a fridge if you want to, and go to stock. And it might have, oh, perfect. It's got some food in there. Look at that. It's got some, hover your mouse over it, and it'll, right in the console, over the button. Don't click it, though. Because if you click it, what you're doing is on the left is resources it accepts. On the right is resources it doesn't accept. So it's actually fine. You can just close out of it. Just don't press apply, basically. But yeah, sure, I don't know. Press to see what happens. If you had clicked on like, what are those, carrots or tomatoes or something? If you clicked on those, then a colonist would be queued to offload all the carrots and stuff that are currently in it. So it looks like I'm starting the fridge with some stuff. So luckily your colonist won't starve to death. So that's good.
Okay. And then hopefully
and also you can,
they'll output some water so that we can keep them alive. I guess
that's actually the most ridiculous thing right now.
They'll output some water.
It's so funny. We just have to feed them enough that they'll do their thing. I'm not sure if those, I think those chairs are set up for eating. I'm not certain. Huh. If they don't have a valid chair, what they'll do is they'll just stand and eat, so it's not a big deal.
Okay, well, let's spawn some people in. So what jobs do I need to assign them to?
I think the first thing you probably want to do is a chef.
Okay.
He's right in the middle, of course, it's fine. So just click him. Do the drop down. He's a chef. Click on his schedule, by the way.
Okay.
If you press right something, it won't be at a wonky angle. Yeah, so see their schedule. So it looks like Z, hammer, and free time. Also, that's like, you can pan that sleep thing. If you hold the left mouse, you can scroll through it, if that makes sense.
Oh, neat. Yep. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. No, but like where it says 0, 1, 2 for sleep, you can pan through that. So you can see, like, for instance, what their schedule would be at, like, 8. You can hold the left mouse and just sort of, go, you know, pull up.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So then that's just good. Anyway, so it looks like now he's working. In the bottom, like it says, it's very awful. This is pre-alpha, by the way, guys. So remember that. But if you click on profile, the profile tab on the colonist, yeah, it'll show you like the current thing they're doing. So it looks like he's wandering aimlessly. He's waiting around doing something. Who knows what he's doing?
Let's see where he goes.
Just wandering. Who knows? Who knows what that little colonist is doing? It's possible that door. That's funny. It's possible that door is messed up. I see it's not lit, so maybe he can't get through
Apparently,
for some reason. I don't know.
Not enough O2.
Are your colonists doomed? Build like a tunnel. Build like a hallway. Another hallway, like to the kitchen or something. But you can go through these tabs, and it's very ugly. Like the user interface is not polished at all. Mm-hmm. But if you go through the tabs, you can see the sort of various things that colonists sort of have and do. So if you click on like skills, you can see all their skills. There's 2 types of skills. There's attributes, and then there's like job skills. There's the schedule you already clicked on. I don't know what info. Oh, I think if you click on info tab, I think that's like their health and yeah. Shows their diseases, their fat level.
I think we've got multiple tabs on top of each other. Oh, wait, there we go. Fat 500. He's 500 fat.
He has internal fat. And then I think stock is there, which is a button that's above the thing is like their internal inventory or something like that.
Oops, I need to stop clicking to move. I need to use the keyboard. Doing some cooking.
Yeah, so he's cooking spaghetti or something. And then he's got like a little skill award for chef. He's going to the fridge. Now he's going to the counter. Eventually there'll be animations for this, but he's dicing the carrots or something. I think he's making bread.
Is there a way for me to check?
With carrots.
Stop.
Click on the colonist, and it might say what he's making. Possibly. He's working as chef, and he's going to tile. So it's a mystery. I mean, if you looked at him, he's
got an abundance of oxygen.
Carrot. That makes him happy. And he made bread, it looks like. Yeah, he made bread. And now he's making more spaghetti.
If I drop somebody else in, what job should I give them?
Resource mover, probably, or mechanic. Resource mover would be fine though.
Defaulted to mechanics, so we'll
Yeah,
drop
whatever.
in a mechanic.
He's looking for a broken object. Did he find one? He's gonna like, so objects they sort of break over time, and if they're inspected, they won't break.
Just going around and checking stuff, making sure everything's working.
Yeah. Oh, he's maintaining the door. So by the way, when they're fixing stuff, sometimes they randomly swear. So that's just a little thing that makes me laugh. I don't.
They have a little thing that pops above their head, and they go like
Some randomly sometimes when they're inspecting. So you saw when he was fixing the door. You'll probably see it if you follow him around long enough. He'll swear again and be like, "Damn it." So I think doors are breakable objects. If your door breaks, the colonists can't walk through them, and that would probably be bad if everyone got trapped somewhere. Who knows what he's doing? Is he? I don't even know what he's doing. Is he repairing something? Who knows? He's just doing a colonist stuff. Oh, he's repairing. Wait, is he? Yeah. See, so there he just kind of like exclaims something, and you can kind of see the colonists talking. If they have line of sight, they'll talk to each other. Also, I think they can talk through air vents.
oh, that's awesome.
Like, so the colonists in the bedrooms could talk to each other because they're still considered to have line of sight.
We did the little
He's
swearing
mad
thing.
about.
Yeah. It's a hard job.
Someone's got to do it.
That's kind of awesome.
And then internally, of course, there's like access positions for objects. Right now, doors don't have an access position, so the colonist is just going right to the center of them. But if you look when they repaired, he's going to repair something that's not a door eventually. Like the heater, maybe. Yeah. But you saw like when he was repairing other stuff, he didn't go right to the center of it. It's because they have access positions. And an object can have any number of access positions for both picking stuff up, dropping stuff off, repairing it, and then generic. So colonists go to different places on the same object depending on if they're dropping a resource off or picking a resource up or repairing it. And then they go to the closest one. Like a bed, I think, has like 6 access positions on all the possible tiles, so that as long as one tile is free, they can get in their bed still.
Maybe here or
Maybe he's done. I don't know.
taking a break.
Maybe he's like, I don't care about this anymore. I'm sick of
What he's
working.
up to.
He's wandering. Maybe he's just done fixing stuff. He could also, if you go to schedule, it'll tell you what his current like category is. Maybe he's done working for the day. No, he's still working. Maybe he just fixed everything, or maybe he just is like, I don't care.
Cool. So this food that's just kind of sitting out here on the table, does that need to be refrigerated or anything, or will that
If you press
expire?
info or click on it, the finished food counter, and press info. So the dish drop off. I just sounded weird to me. Just like the fridge, it has its own sort of atmosphere if it's powered, and so it's chilled. So it's at 5 degrees Celsius. If it wasn't powered, it would have the atmosphere of like the rest of the room, and then over time, the food would start to decay.
Interesting. Cool.
And it goes to like stale and then moldy. Also, you can place a food recycler if you want to recycle your old food. You can recycle like moldy food or stale food or even fresh food into biomass. And then you use biomass to either create new colonists, organic bodies, or you can make nutrition bricks, which are delicious, feed them to your colonists, everybody loves them. Also, indirectly, you can put a colonist in a biomasser and then use it to make nutrition bricks. So you could indirectly feed colonists, other colonists.
Okay. I mean, if you get a bunch of like,
Or pirates.
people that show up that nobody likes. Now, does that have any
Just
kind
biomass them.
does that have any kind of like mood debuff, or do they know what they're eating, or are they just going to be completely?
Yeah, so it has like a terrible. Actually, it doesn't have like a. It has like a minor negative morale buff, but it's not like insane because they don't know that they're eating people. They just know that they're eating something that tastes terrible. Like in the Matrix, right? They're just eating whatever it is they eat in the Matrix. Tastes like tasty wheat. It's an essential blend of carbohydrates, amino acids, or something. Everything the body needs.
Yeah.
Well,
I
not
know what
everything
quote
the
you're
body
talking
needs.
about, but I can't remember the exact quote.
Well, it doesn't have everything the body needs, says Mouse as he looks at you like that.
Many dies. Spoilers for the Matrix.
Spoilers, guys.
I met
Mouse
somebody
dies.
the other day that hadn't seen the
He doesn't
Matrix.
kill.
and
By
I
the way,
was very
Mouse. This is
offended.
unrelated, so off topic, but he doesn't kill a single SWAT agent. He has these 2 huge guns when he dies. He doesn't kill anybody. It makes me so mad. He has these huge guns and he just fires them on the side. Doesn't kill anybody. Ugh.
He's already getting shot in the chest when they walk in the room, so that might have something to do
No
with him.
excuse.
He's
No
just kind of
excuse.
shooting in general directions.
He's shooting everywhere where they're not.
Yeah, pretty much. Mouse
He's
is
like an NPC from a video game.
He's a stormtrooper. I'm getting a little
Yeah.
bit of frame lag here.
I don't know. Maybe he's repairing it or something.
think he's
or maybe he
repairing
is
it.
stuck.
So let's
Maybe he's stuck. Who knows?
let's drop another colonist in.
Anyway, he's happy.
Drop another colonist in. Where are you? So what
Yeah,
should
so
I
you see the colonists, they're even talking. It could be a resource mover. Probably nothing will happen if you change their job now, but maybe it'll crash because they're currently doing their job. I don't know.
I mean, I think so far we've been pretty stable. You keep saying all these bad things are going to happen. And nothing super bad happened.
Yeah, well, I've seen like the worst things that can happen. So I'm like if you have anyone who's like a nurse or a doctor, they're always paranoid about people getting diseases and dying and stuff. So I'm always paranoid about my colonists just being dum-dums and everything breaking.
So we have money
I've seen
up
my
here.
colonists do dumb stuff.
What's money
what?
for? Like, what does money
Oh,
do?
money's credits. Yeah, so you use credits right now to trade, to buy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you click on trade right now, what'll happen is so actually this is unrelated, but the colonists right now they're socializing. So when they socialize, they sit in a chair and they just hang out. And right now the colonist, that's beer, I think, or something. So he must have beer or something, and he was just sitting with his beer in front of him and just hanging out. But anyway,
Very sympathetic.
and anyway, so credits are used when you're trading. So you can use credits as like a universal currency. Is that guy actually stuck in that oven, by the way?
I hope not.
It's pretty funny if he is.
Yeah.
He's just trapped in the oven forever.
But he likes it.
Yeah, he's fine with it. Whatever. Is he just continuously repairing it? I don't know. It'd be funny. Yeah, whatever. They'll talk about it. He's just for a permanent fixture of the cafeteria.
We now have a sentient oven.
Yeah, the oven's just talking to us. Eventually he'll die, so it'll work out. Anyway, but credits are used when you're trading. They're used when you're buying. Right now, they're used when you're buying ships. So it is used for something. And then maybe eventually it will allow you to like pay colonists for their jobs or something like that. But I don't know. Maybe we'll do that. It's a little morale boost. You give them money for their jobs and everyone's happier. But for now, it's used just for trading. Right now, what you can do is you can trade resources, and then resources have a monetary value. And so you could either like basically barter. So you give a bunch of wheat and they give you some ore, or, you buy a bunch of ore from them and they want like 2,000 credits for it. Who knows? Yeah, those shares don't work for eating. Apparently that's what just happened. Poor guy.
No, so we tried
Poor
to
dude.
eat and then it just vanished. So what kind of chairs do I need to build here?
There's another chair that's called chair, and it's like a sprite or something.
It's like a stool thing?
It's like a stool. Go to build object.
I think I have to
It's like one of the top options.
build object.
Yeah,
chair.
there it is. So that chair, and it has to be facing towards the table. So yeah, that's facing.
Okay. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put those two here.
I hope that colonist isn't just forever frozen there too. Wouldn't that be a bummer?
Uh-oh.
So what's happening with the chairs is they're supposed to have his chair just put a chair under him.
Take a moment to think about it.
Chairs have like positions for where their food is supposed to be placed when a colonist is eating. And so I'm guessing that those blue chairs, they don't have that position data. And so when it's looking for it, it can't find it. And now the colonist is just sad. Possibly what might happen if you could somehow make the colonist think that he's dying, he might immediately do a different state and then he'll be saved. But otherwise, I don't think anything can save that poor colonist. He'll just be stuck here forever talking. But whatever.
I mean, I tried the deleting the oven and moving it thing.
Try changing his schedule. If you click on him and then change his schedule so it never works. Maybe what he's doing is he just keeps queuing to work in that thing on the hours when their schedule changes, I think. So by the way, if you press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 0, you'll change the speed of the game. Don't do 0, by the way. It's really fast. I mean, you can, but it's really fast.
I'll tell you this right now. It's just interesting watching them exist. It's
Larry.
like watching an anthill.
Larry Salinas is just stuck there forever. Poor guy. Poor Larry.
Oh,
Larry Salinas.
rip Larry.
Rip Larry.
He doesn't know
Larry
it yet,
and Dimple
but
Daniel.
he's doomed.
What a dum-dum.
Are we going to be able to rename them at some point?
Yeah, probably, because renaming is fun, and it's fun to name colonists like your friends' names and stuff. Also, I love the narrative idea that you have just assigned a new name to the colonists. Like they know that they're Bob, but you just like they have to be called like Larry from now on because the Starmancer makes them be called Larry, which is funny to me. Like this will never be a thing to the player, but to me it'll make me laugh every time, knowing they have a real name but they never get to use it.
I mean, in Rimworld, I think the way they handle it is it's a nickname. Let's slow time again. Let's drop in another colonist.
Delete all those other chairs, and then maybe he'll actually eat correctly, because he might still use the other chairs when they're eating.
Delete object. And so now we have a new colonist.
Is he actually going to eat right now? What's he doing? He's wandering.
What are we going to give this colonist? Could give him a farmer, although we don't really have anything to farm yet.
I don't think he'll use any of the plots because they don't have access to clean water, but he might. Oh, look, he's sleeping. How cute. He's just going to bed.
Showed up.
What a little cutie. He's just, I'm tired, guys. I got to get out of here.
We got somebody else. I like how they sleep. They don't sleep straight on the beds. They kind of sleep sideways if the camera.
Oh, it's because your angle's weird. If your angle was at the fixed 45 degrees, they would be, correct.
Oh, neat. Okay. Because I've just been freely rotating the camera like a monster.
So because of that, I don't know, we probably won't allow the player to freely rotate, but we still might.
You sealed one of the doors, by the way.
Which door did I seal?
Oh,
the red one. This one. I have another question about factions. You can trade with them, and you can basically piss them off, and they will attack you. Is there any other thing happening with factions?
Yeah, so just like the whole solar system is generated, the factions are randomly generated. And the lore behind that is that you're one arc ship with a Starmancer, and a bunch of arc ships were just sent, just from Earth. And so some of them woke up before you, and some of them are going to wake up after you. So by the time your arc ship is activated, these other arc ships have been active, and they've all had their stories basically told, and they've formed, factions, they've claimed territory, and they've sort of, formed alliances. And so every planet, every solar system body, so every station, every asteroid, every planet and moon can be claimed by you or a faction. So if you try to mine on an asteroid that's been claimed by another faction, you'll make them angry. If a faction likes you enough, they'll trade with you if they're traitors. If the traitor factions, hate you, they won't trade with you. And again, if a faction really hates you, they'll attack you. But also you can perform missions for factions. So missions are just very rabbit hole. You can actually see, if you click on the missions button, you can see some missions. The UI is terrible, but you can actually see missions, which is noted there. Press create mission.
The great Zog demands a sacrifice.
If you click on create mission and then click that drop down. So those are all your currently discovered bodies. So apparently you've only discovered like 3 things so far. That's Strenua, which is probably a planet. And then ASX and MSX, those are asteroid. So those are asteroids. Anyway, so you click on that. And then where it says mining, you can drop down. You have a few options. You can explore, salvage, diplomatic, and mining. A diplomatic mission improves relations. Unless it fails, then it you that. And then salvage does something. I think you can only salvage on like a station, but you can't mine on a station. Just click on mining, and then create the mission. And then now you have a mission for mining. If you click it, unless it breaks, and then it won't work. Looks like you're clicking. So there's a name, very blah, professional. Blah. It says blah blah blah. It's supposed to say time to mine, and then you would, if you could, you'd press next, and then you would you could, and then you'd be brought to a screen where you select colonists for it, and then you add ships to it. You can add as many ships as you want. You assign colonists to the ships. They have required resources. They go out. They do their thing. They come back with the missions.
So I'm assuming we need a spaceport for that.
I think right now you can just build it inside, just build like a big room, and then the hangar's pretty big. I think it's about the size of the Starmancer core, maybe one tile bigger in dimensions.
I'm going to build another room the size of the Starmancer core over here and hope that nobody dies immediately. This dude's still alive. I mean, at least he's next to the food, so.
Eventually, hey, what's that guy doing? What is he doing right now?
Looks like he's carrying food.
Is he going to eat in his bedroom? Like, what's he doing? What is he doing for real? I don't even know what that guy's doing. Is he eating? Who knows?
Wandering?
Whatever. He's just carrying stuff. Did he just like mess up and he's just carrying potatoes? Oh, well, I see what happened.
What I'm doing when I'm bored.
Oh, I know what's happening. Okay, so he planted potatoes.
Yeah.
And I think what I did is I edited there's an external file that controls all of this, by the way. And I mean, you could, well, you'd have to realistic if you want to do that. And I bet what I did, that is what I did. I changed the in-game minutes required to grow crops to like basically 0.
Oh.
So the crops would grow really, really fast. If you place a food drop off, they'll drop off the crops. So I think what's happening is he couldn't find a drop off for any of the crops.
So where can I find food drop off?
Go to farm and food.
Top
left.
Farm and food. Okay.
And you're looking for a crop drop off, and that's where they drop off crops.
Crop drop off. Now where should I put that? Should I put that in the kitchen?
Put it in the farm.
Does this have any particular way it needs to be at, or?
It has a front and back. Only one of the sides needs to be, walkable to the colonist. So I'm thinking what's happening with that guy is he was looking for a crop drop off, couldn't find it, and then he just was sad. And he never drops his current things. So he was just walking with potatoes.
I mean, he put it somewhere.
Didn't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where they went. They're gone. I don't know.
Put it in the fridge.
Maybe. I really don't know what happened to them. So he should take them. So okay, so he's gonna take them there. So he's taking them to the drop off, the drop off, and he's taking them. And if you click on stock, you'll see the stock on it. Also, if you rotate the camera to the other side, you can see that there's some potatoes in there. You probably can't see it very well. You can sort of see that there's a little box of
right there.
stuff in there.
All of the little details.
And now eventually the resource mover will probably. Oh, he's just using the bathroom. Well, whatever. If you place a shelf, the resource mover will drop off the food somewhere.
Oh, excellent.
So that's under either miscellaneous or maybe furniture.
I'm wondering, does that mean we get water?
Only when they eat it and pee. Oh yeah, maybe. Go to the dirty water thing, and eventually that might go away when he pees if it's connected. Maybe he didn't have any internal water, or maybe it just doesn't work. I don't know. Or maybe something else entirely.
I got all excited. It is kind of lovely watching.
Where's he taking that? Is he taking it to the fridge? Maybe he could be taking it to the fridge. I don't know.
Let's follow. I like this little following button. That's convenient.
Maybe he's taking it to the fridge. What's this guy doing? What's his name anyway?
This one.
I like to give colonists. I like to know their names. Anthony Jordan. He sounds like a baseball or a basketball player.
Anthony Jordan does sound like a lady. It's our lady named Anthony.
They have gender specific names. So is there? And I took it from like some website of like the 1,000 most common names. By the way, after like number 100, oh, he's taking it to the dish drop off, and he's like, "What's this? This is not what I'm supposed to do with this thing." But after like the 100 most common names start to get pretty weird, pretty fast. He took it to the dish counter, and he's like, "Wait, this wasn't supposed to go here." Now I'm sad. That's what it looks like. What happened?
Well, they tried.
So we need a shelf.
Yeah.
So let's try and build a shelf here.
That colonist went to sleep. Hey, that might work. He might be good now. That colonist went to sleep. He passed out. So a state was started immediately. That state was pass out. And so that guy who was trapped on the chair, he went to sleep immediately. Maybe when he wakes up, he's going to start doing stuff again.
Is he currently sleeping? Even though he's still
the guy in the bottom
one.
left of your screen.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, he passed out. So maybe he's saved. I hope he's saved. That'll be funny.
Oh, we had two that are doomed.
Yeah, he got stuck because he was trapped in that chair.
I didn't even notice that one was stuck. I know that this one's stuck, but I was unaware about this one. So maybe when this one falls asleep, although I haven't seen him sleep.
They get tired if they're moving around more, so maybe that chef was moving around more. The mechanic's moving around a lot. Maybe he's going to pass out soon. I don't know. In the meantime, he's going to talk about oxygen and how awesome it is. So colonists actually talk about things they experience, by the way. So anything that's a morale modifier, colonists will talk about. So if something good happens, they'll talk about it. When a colonist hears that something good happened to a colonist that they like, they'll get happy. When a colonist hears something bad happens to their friend, they'll get sad. And when a colonist hears that something good happened to an enemy, they'll get jealous. If they hear that something bad happens to an enemy, then they'll get happy because colonists are jealous Nellies. So over time, colonists form friendships. And then each colonist has a unique personality type. I think there's 3 personality types. And yeah, so there's 3 personality types. And then the colonists they're randomly chosen if they like people of the same personality type, of a different personality type, or of any personality type. And then also who they hate. So some colonists don't like anybody. Some colonists only like personality type A, So some colonists will never become friends. Some colonists will never have any friends.
Is that right? The hangar?
Just click it, see what happens. Worst case, it breaks everything. I think that's right.
Well, that's cool looking.
Now, click on that and press change ship. That's how you buy ships. So you built a mining bar, just rotated incorrectly, but who cares? And you could try to send out a colonist on a mission. I don't know what's going to happen. I think that will happen is they'll go away and never come back, probably. But
let's see. If I change ship, will that rotate it correctly?
No, I don't think so.
So I should have rotated it the other way. It was my fault.
Yes, it should still work. It just looks funny, that's all.
It's okay. If you go on to the Starmancer Twitter, you'll see the correct orientation of those. Is this guy dead yet?
He just passed out. That's really funny.
I mean, he did have beer, so...
What happens if you just, like, lock all the doors, remove all of the air vents, and just wait for nature to take its course?
I mean, I could also just, like, punch a hole in the bottom of the station, right?
I'm not sure if right now if oxygen is vented if you delete a wall. It might be, I don't know.
There's only
at one point in time it did, but yeah, only one way to find out. Just delete a wall and see if the oxygen quickly drops.
So, info. There you go.
Yeah, it's just going. That's hilarious. I didn't even remember if that was a thing. Do it in the room that they're in, and then they'll all die, and then maybe that'll just fix everything except for a few.
What a wonderful ending.
I'm just very curious if it'll restock.
It should. See, it's going back. We'll of course have to balance like the rates. You know, balancing's tough because as we add more things, it breaks previous balancing. So right now we haven't focused too much on balancing everything out. And also, you know, we're not gonna like play for 2 hours every time we want to add a new thing to the game. This guy's just gonna drink. It's kind of funny actually. He's just drinking as everyone.
The oxygen is just dropping. Oh, this guy's hungry.
Is dead. Yeah. So those thought bubbles, they pop up because his need's low, and so it's kind of like a litmus test. So if you see a thought bubble pop up, it's just a little bit of feedback for the player, without having to click on a colonist to know that the colonist might be hungry.
I think I discovered something interesting. So the oxygen isn't dropping, but this is also an enclosed square.
So probably what's happening is the oxygen machine. Turn off the oxygen machine. That'll work. Click on the oxygen machine and press offline under info. Press offline. It'll turn off. And should be, look, it stopped spinning. And now it's off. And the oxygen's dropping real fast. Oh wow, look, it saved them because they didn't have oxygen. They're trying to get out. That's perfect. Okay. You saved the colonists. Unless you don't turn that back on fast enough, then they'll all die.
Turned it back on.
That's actually funny. That's hilarious that you saved them.
Because now they're all panicking.
I'm actually pretty happy about that. They just
it's a happy ending.
We're like, yeah, they're like, oh wait, they built a foundation will work fine, or a wall. That's funny.
So now we have our oxygen back.
Everyone's happy. Yeah, you could use the gun range if you want. You could place it, make one of your colonists a soldier, and once they work, they'll use the gun range, and it should work fine. It should work fine. I don't know, maybe it won't.
Maybe it won't. I could just put this back here because that makes total sense.
Yeah, that should work fine. That's actually just like perfect placement. Yeah.
Okay,
and planned all along. And we designed the colony. We designed the colony soldier. And then change his schedule because right now he's probably supposed to be sleeping.
Schedule. Work. This one.
Yeah, he's trying to sleep. He'll sleep, but he'll wake up immediately. They sleep until their sleep schedule's done. He's just doing stuff.
This is fun.
He should use the gun range eventually.
It's interesting when we were talking about this, and it's like, yeah, we'll record for 45 minutes.
Yeah, because you said something about like, oh, can we do like 20 or 30 minutes? I was thinking like, you don't even know, man. Like that's like nothing.
2 hours.
Is he gonna work?
He doesn't have a bed, so.
What's he doing? If you click on it, it'll tell you. Hey, is he about to go do it? Why isn't this light turning on? Oh, he's using it though. Oh, but there's no oxygen in there. Why is no oxygen in there?
That's a good question.
He didn't have any oxygen, so he just ran away. It's sort of funny though. He doesn't notice that there's no oxygen in there or something, so everything's fine. It should be okay. I don't know what did it break or something when you turn it off?
I don't know.
You could delete that gun range and just put it somewhere else, maybe.
There is oxygen.
It
has-
be fine. It's
But
just freaking cold.
Oh, maybe that's why he freaked
Oh
out.
yeah, that might do it. Hang on, let me try this. Build foundation.
Delete some of those doors, and then the lighting might work, by the way. It might just magically fix itself and be like, okay, I'll stop being dumb.
Delete wall. Delete wall. There we go.
He's going back. He's trying again. All right. Let's see if he
There we
lasts
go.
longer this time.
I fixed the lighting.
No, dumb.
Oh,
I don't
I
care
guess
about your
there's just no
oxygen.
oxygen
God.
when he's standing right there in the.
Sometimes they freak out if they can't find the room to flee to. They're just like, I don't know what to do. Help me.
Yeah, it's like only in that one spot they have no oxygen.
I need an adult.
Interesting. I mean, it is freaking
Maybe
cold in here.
Maybe it'll magically go back up now, though.
Although the temperature should go up because there's a heater in this room now.
Looks like it is. So that's
Yeah, so it's 1
a
degree.
thing. You could place like 1,000 heaters. Actually, placing more heaters wouldn't really help that much because it's the atmosphere flow, right? That's controlling it. Hey, look, he's eating though. Look at that. Wow. So there's actually there's a system in place for a half finished dish, a quarter finished dish, and an empty dish. But right now we don't have sprites for those. But as colonists eat, they'll more of their food will be visible, or less of their food. You just give the soldier like a really small room. That'd be funny. Like, you're a soldier.
I mean, I could do that.
And give him like a mesh thing.
We'll give him a crappy bed up here.
He just sleeps next to the gun range. He's gonna get like PTSD.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you place furniture, it's on the left side.
We could give him a mesh bed.
Give him like that black mesh bed or something.
Oh, that works.
He's really serious about his job. I don't know if you can currently assign beds. Like, there was a time when you could. I don't know if you still can.
Main, I can try a production.
I don't think you can. I think you press like nothing. That doesn't look like you can. But he'll take that bed. So there's a system in place where colonists claim things, and if it's claimed, no one else can take it. So they claim beds.
It's the only unclaimed bed.
Yeah.
The rest are all claimed.
Yeah. And they claim
so-
things like a toilet, for instance. If there's 2 colonists who want to use the bathroom, right? They'll claim the toilet as they're walking to it, so that no other colonist uses it when they're getting there, because otherwise terrible things would happen.
So what are these shelves for? I'm using them mostly for aesthetics
Storing
here.
things. Yeah, they're using for storing resource crates. So your resource mover will probably use that eventually. And then you can actually click on the object, go to stock, and press those buttons, and you can control what specific things are stored there. So right now everything's stored there. If you click on something, it won't be stored there.
Cool.
And of course the UI will be better in the finished product. Is he gonna not freak out this time?
Oh, yeah, I think we're good. I think it was temperature.
All right. Okay. So what happens here is if he hits a target in one shot, he gets a smiley face. If it takes more than that, he gets nothing.
Oh,
Come on, you suck, guy. Good God.
can do it.
You're embarrassing me.
Well, he did.
He's
too.
so crappy. And then the chance of him hitting it is based on his soldier skill. His soldier skill is probably 0. If you actually click on him, it'll show you his skills. Oh, there you go. He got a little smiley face. So right now, scroll down on the miner, farmer, mover. There's more skills, probably. Is there not a soldier skill? Is it not being? Maybe there is one, it's not being displayed. Yeah, that's what it is. If you clicked on some other if you click on like the chef, he should have some chef skill.
Did he just hurt himself, or
Maybe.
he's got a big like a big medical cross above his head? I'm not sure if that's what that was, but
I don't know. That'd be funny if it was. If he just somehow got hurt from like being hungry or something, or being cold. You can click on him and it'll tell you his health. And go to info.
Maybe he shot himself in the foot.
Actually, go back to profile. It looks like he was hurt for some reason. Maybe it's from the cold. Because his health says like okay 7 or something. It should be 10. So he got hurt from something. I don't know what. Maybe from the lack of temperature.
I mean, what's the
Because you
temperature
kept
here?
well, just from before. It's cold, so.
It's ticking up slowly.
So if you look at that colonist, he's dropping off something. Don't take it to the finished drop, you dummy. He's taking it all the way back to the thing. He's going to crash.
It's also really
No.
sleepy.
No. He's going to crash. Oh, poor guy. He's going to get confused again when he tries to drop it off there.
Oh boy, let's see what happens.
Poor guy.
Oh,
What a fool. Wait, no, it worked. I don't know why it worked that time. It didn't work the first time. Whatever. Do potatoes not need water? I don't know why those potatoes are able to grow without clean water.
You know what? I'm taking it. You know, I'm rolling with it.
Whatever. Did he just pass out? What just happened to that guy? There's a guy laying in the hallway. That resource mover, the blonde resource mover.
The blonde resource mover did have like a CP above her head. So.
She just passed out in the hallway.
Yeah.
No, maybe she's too hungry. What a dum dum.
But I think you're right. It's time to wrap it up. I'm still another one just passed out, by the way. I'm kind of sad that you messed up and didn't kill everybody.
Oh, okay.
You could just turn off the oxygen machine and just
we can sort that out.
Vent it. Yeah, we can solve this. Don't worry.
That would be a very nice ending for this.
Turning off the crop.
Half of them are asleep.
Actually, try placing the turret real quick and seeing if it'll shoot people.
Okay.
It's supposed to only shoot pirates, but sometimes for testing, I'll make it shoot everybody. And I don't know what it's. Do the big one. Just place it anywhere. And now, real quick, press condition red in the bottom left. Yeah. See if it'll shoot that guy when he walks in front of it. Oh, that's too bad. Didn't shoot him. It would shoot a pirate.
Sad.
So the condition red, by the way, is the red alert button. It's used when something bad's happening and you just want to lock everything down real quick.
Although, yeah, like when I turn the oxygen off. That's pretty bad.
If you press it again, it'll, everything will go back to normal.
Can I just say that this is possibly the best like red alert overlay I've seen in a while?
Yeah, I really like it too.
Yeah, Victor does a really good job.
Although it goes away when I turn off the UI.
Oh, then we turn off and mess up the animation too, so stop scrolling, but that's okay. Oh yeah, I totally forgot that your core is like a red alert object too, of some sort.
Popped up and then went down.
Yeah, it's supposed to do the opposite. It's supposed to actually go down during red alerts. Maybe it's just freaking out for some reason right now. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not producing any oxygen right now, but it's also not.
It should be like very slowly dropping. I just don't know at what rate people are breathing. If you just delete a wall, that'll be fast. Or you delete a wall, vent it.
There we go. Lost a whole bunch for a moment there. Let's just do this. Delete wall. And delete wall. Whoopsies. Don't delete all of the walls. Just delete a wall.
They will die soon enough.
Now they're all upset. There we go. So let's look at our oxygen.
What are they all mad about?
I don't know. Maybe the fact that there's only 3%
They're all
oxygen.
gonna dead. They'll be dead soon. When they're in those other rooms, they might not die as much. You should delete like all the doors so they just can't do anything.
Delete wall. All right, I could just go into delete object and then just be like, eh. I think we got some problems, guys.
All right, the frame rate's just dying. Everything's going wrong. Press the red alert button again. Maybe the red alert's doing something weird. You just can't. Just 1,000 errors occurred when you did that.
Yeah, no, the red alert was causing the frame rate problems.
That's funny.
Are they all dead?
Are we dead yet?
How are they? Everything's just dead. They're slowly dying.
I think we actually just broke the game.
It's perfect.
Like, look at this dude.
It's a perfect ending.
Yeah,
they'll die eventually. They'll die. They should die anyway, right? How is this guy still alive? How is he the one dude who just like doesn't care, just wandering normally? Suffocating.
Yeah, we're kind of short on oxygen right now.
Yeah, I mean, they don't die immediately when they don't have oxygen because that wouldn't be fun. I don't know how long it takes them. What's that guy thinking of? Like a bed? Or he's thinking of like something. Everyone will die soon. Soon enough. It's one of those things too. Did he die? No, he didn't die because they pass out if they don't have enough oxygen too. So, and then if they're laying on their back, they're asleep. If they're laying on their stomach, they're dead. Just because that's just the way the sprites happen to be. Now he's trying to look for oxygen somewhere. Maybe is there oxygen somewhere that he can go to a room and not die? No, there's nowhere he can go. So he's just like, maybe there is. Is there like everywhere? Everyone dies. Why won't they die?
We can't. They're immortal, apparently.
They won't die.
Well, we did get a lot of errors, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true.
But
are they going to die?
But I
click on one of them, and then maybe the window will
2 running around.
Like they should have health, and their health is
he's going to
he's
sleep.
not well.
He's not. No, he's got a -20 from suffocating.
But he takes that.
There is no oxygen in here. Basically no oxygen.
That's really funny. If you go to like triple time, they'll maybe die eventually. Oh, that one guy's dead. Okay, so that dude's dead. He's face up, right? Or he's on his stomach. That dude at the core, he's dead. Yeah.
One down.
See, if you click on him, it'll say cause of death, lonely lungs. That's just a little joke. It'll say something else eventually. Poor guy. Poor young Muhammad, or what's his name? Not Muhammad, by the way. Like Memahan.
Memahan?
What type of name is Memahan?
Oh, there we go. They're all dead.
Perfect.
What a great ending.
Dead on the bed.
Satisfactory. If you had another resource mover, they would, you know, take the bodies off to the morgue and stuff.
So just to everybody watching this right now, a little bit of behind the scenes, we just recorded for 1 hour and 51 minutes.
It goes by a lot faster than you think it will.
And that's it for our third and last part of our special coverage of Starmancer. So Tyler, last chance to shout yourself out and tell people where to find more information about the game.
I just want to say, you know, thanks everybody for sticking with us this whole time. This was an early build of the game. If the colonists actually behaved correctly, we would have a finished game, right? We wouldn't be in development. You know, well, our intention is, you know, showing you this is exactly the current state of the game. We're live on Kickstarter right now. You can go there, you can pre-order the game, you can get into our beta, and, you know, we have a few other rewards as well. If you want to ask us something, or we just want to look at, you know, more screenshots of the game, you can check us out on Twitter, on Facebook, on Google+, or on, you know, our other social media accounts. So I just want to say thanks for watching.
And for our viewers and listeners, thanks for viewing and listening. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, as usual, we have a wonderful comment section under the video. Feel free to use it. Thanks again for watching. See you next time. Bye.